Hey guys, Angus, and today I'm going to be giving you 10 things you didn't know about me. Okay, so starting from 10, the first thing to know about me is that I am human. I know. Crazy. Coming at number 9, I like music. I know. It's hard to talk about, you know. Okay, so the next thing to know about me is sort of really personal and really hard to talk about. I am male. I know. Now I kid, here is 10 things to know about me. So back in 2009, that's when I really started to do YouTube. I started to sort of really get into it probably in about 2011, but the start was 2009, so that's about 6 years ago from now. And to be honest, a lot of you may not actually know much about me at all. So if you look at the analytics from all my videos, you've actually watched thousands and thousands of minutes of me without actually knowing anything about me. So to be honest, the only real videos that are actually closer to actually getting to know me probably would be my channel updates. I mean, you can tell from my other videos that I like to do tons and tons of different tech. I'm a complete tech geek. So the reason I'm doing this is because I actually wanted to do it from watching another video, which was from the channel JKD, standing for Jokes Kinky Dicks. And they're a team of 3 who do entertainment videos. And one of them did a sort of list of 21 things about me, which was Mr. Blade, because I know he hates that name, and I kind of want to do it. I watched it and it made me want to do one because I've been doing videos for so long, and yet I still actually haven't done really that much about me myself. Now he actually did 21 things about me, where for me I'm actually shortening this down to 10 things. There are a lot of to know about me, but I am also leaving out a lot of stuff for personal reasons. Also, what's quite funny is that the person that did the list I've actually done collaborations with, but his channel no longer exists because he didn't like it and he scrapped it, and it was Mr. Blade 1200. And I've actually done, I think it was 2 videos with him. One was a movie review and another was actually a top 10 list, and those videos are actually still up on my channel to this day. Okay, so the first thing is that I actually like to collect stuff. Now, at the end of the video, I'll actually show you sort of some of the weird I like to collect. I don't know why I like to collect it, it's just interesting. I collect train tickets, cinema tickets, sporting event tickets, just all that sort of kind of stuff, and I sort of put it all into one book. It was quite funny, about a couple of years ago I actually used to sort of collect bottles and stuff like that, but I actually ended up collecting so many bottles, it took up too much room, so I sort of had to sort of scrap all of that and sort of collect stuff that was easy to sort of gather up, like train tickets for example. So yeah, leave me alone. Some of you have seen my movie reviews or any of my other actual reviews, then you may actually notice in the background of my videos where I'm showing myself, you'll see a rugby top, which is actually a custom made top that was originally my brother's but is now mine, and I've been hanging it on my wall ever since. In terms of sport and hobbies, rugby is by far the most popular thing for me. I've been doing it ever since I was 6. I started rugby back in about 2005, and from then onwards I've been playing all kinds of rugby. I've been playing tag rugby, sevens rugby, league rugby, touch rugby, full contact, and of course union as well. Even right now I am actually wearing another rugby top, which is actually my favourite club. So to make this video a little bit more interesting, I'm going to reveal some stuff, probably basic stuff that will sort of get most of the stuff out of the way so I can put more interesting stuff in the actual list. So of course I have blue eyes, never broken a bone, I'm just under 5'8". I was born March the 16th, 1998, so I'm 17 and in college. Favourite song is Oblivion by M83. Favourite artist has got to be Hans Zimmer. TV show Lost. Favourite film Inception. Went to the Weald for 5 years, so I was born in England and also remain living in England. Probably hope to move out in a couple of years after I actually want to join the army, where I want to go do a degree in computing or IT or something like that. And I am actually in my 2nd year, well, going into my 2nd year of college at the moment. So starting right from the beginning for rugby, I started in 2005, so I've actually been playing for more than 10 years in September, and I've been playing all sorts of clubs. I played for Worthing, Brighton, and I now play for Pulborough Colts. Of course, I've also played for both the Weald and now also my college I'm at the moment. And my favourite position by far has got to be fullback. I also play wing as well and played numerous positions from scrum half to fly half. I've never really played forward positions. The only forward positions I've actually played is flanker, but mostly back positions, and at the moment it hopefully is fullback. Out of all those 10 years, I've actually only been yellow carded once, and that's the only time I've ever been sent off. I have no idea how many tries I've scored. I've no idea tries I've assisted. I've no idea tries of how many tackles I've done. I just have no idea how many games I've played. I've just played for such a long time. A fun fact is that I actually had a really awesome opportunity when I was back in the Weald. I got to meet Billy 12 Trees and actually got to sort of have lunch with him as well, which was really awesome because to me he's a really interesting and really high professional player. He's played for the British Lions, which is pretty much an elite rugby squad. Any of you that have watched my other videos will know that I do a lot of other movie reviews. Then you'll know that I'm really obsessed with films. I absolutely love films. I have a IMDb account, and from that I've actually individually rated every single film that I've seen, and I've actually seen over 800 films. And from there I've just always wanted to do movie reviews, and that's why I put them on my channel. Favourite director has got to be Christopher Nolan. Favourite film, Inception, as I mentioned before. Favourite genre is sci-fi. Favourite actor is probably Leonardo DiCaprio. So this is kind of different but also related to number 3. I'm actually also really into producing films. Now I've actually only produced 2 short films, and both were actually for film studies AS. I've actually always wanted to produce short films for a really long time. I actually started it when I did film studies AS at Collier's, and from there I actually did 2 separate ones. One was actually separate for a sort of individual project for my own, and then the second one was for my actual real coursework. I actually put tons and tons of effort on it, and if you do follow me on Instagram, you'll see a couple of pictures from behind the scenes, and I'm actually thinking of uploading a separate video just for behind the scenes for making and producing Jamina. And I really enjoyed it because I made it all on my own. I did actually have assistance from other people, but the main thing was completely produced and written by myself, and of course acted by myself as well. So when I put the link in the description, you'll actually be able to actually look at Jamina yourself. Now, because I actually enjoyed making Jamina so much, I actually plan on making more short films just for myself because I really like doing them, and of course I'm just completely obsessed with tech and cameras as well. Now for number 4, this is quite an interesting one. This is to do with music. I am really into soundtracks. Now I just love soundtracks. After just listening to really like Nicki Minaj and just loads of pop music, I just get really bored and tired of it. And after just listening to soundtracks, it's just so awesome to listen to because it's so original and so unique. Just soundtracks, I like classical soundtracks, film soundtracks, movie soundtracks, and of course game soundtracks as well. I actually plan on making a separate video as well for this because I'm so interested in it, and I'm probably going to call it sort of something like best movie soundtracks or something like that. My personal favourite soundtracks are actually the Halo soundtrack from the Halo games, also Inception, Oblivion, and also The Shawshank Redemption, which is also a really good film. Coming up number 5, this is just a sort of quick one. I'm actually quarter Dutch, quarter Scottish, and half English. Coming up number 6, this is actually about my future career, and as I mentioned before, I intend to go into the army as an officer, and the dream would actually be the Royal Signals, which is a sort of combat/IT regiment corps in the army. So any of you that have actually watched any of my videos, you'll notice that there actually is a army fitness poster in the background along with the rugby top and also a Breaking Bad poster. From the age of 12, I've always just wanted to be in the army, and I really want to be in the army mainly because I think I'm athletic, and also I really like being a leader as well, and I'm also really into tech and I like the idea of combat as well. Coming out number 7, this is actually also a quick one. I've actually been in a newspaper 3 times. I think I've actually been in more for rugby alone, but I think 3 is the official one. The first one is for Collywood, which was when I won the Best AS Award. I've also been in for rugby, which was for a tournament, and also another one when I was about 3 years old, and it was for this safety thing. I can't even remember what it was about. Coming out number 8 is my hobbies. So I like building computers, researching tech. I don't know why, I've always liked researching tech, just looking at specifications on phones, cameras, anything really. It's just a sort of weird obsession, and I love doing it as well, which is why I really enjoy doing reviews for phones and tech. I also really like running, and on Nike Plus I've actually done over 300 miles. I also really, of course, like watching films, doing YouTube videos, and also volunteering as well. So coming out number 9 is actually the stuff I actually do at college. So for GCSEs I did extra things like PE and Spanish as well, and product design, but that, to be honest, that's just not really interesting. At the moment I'm actually waiting for my AS results, and what I actually did was computer science, maths, IT and film studies. At number 10 is probably the most detailed one, and I have travelled a lot. Now generally I don't really travel that much, but over a long period of time I've been to a lot of places. So I've been to, wait for it, Scotland, Wales, France, Spain, an African island, Switzerland, Austria, Germany, Serbia, Isle of Wight, Belgium. And I've skied in 3 of those countries, which was Serbia, France and Austria. And I've also done a lot of mountain climbing all over Scotland as well. So hopefully from that video you should now know quite a lot about me. There still is a ton of stuff I've left out, again for personal reasons. There's still a lot of stuff that you don't know, but from that you should know a lot of stuff about me, and I definitely hope you did enjoy this video. But apart from that, thanks for watching. They're not headphones, they're earbuds, idiot. Freaking not working, you dumb. Okay, so starting at number one. Plane. Nah, I kid. Here's my top 10 list. Nah, I kid. Here is my actual 10 list. Yeah, obviously I kid. Here is my actual list. Rugby is actually one of the main things in terms of actually like what I do in terms of like. Well, that was just a random kid who literally just came over to me and started staring at me for like 5 minutes and then left. Anyway, I'm not actually doing this because I wanted to do it. I actually got kind of inspired by another sort of YouTube channel, and that was JKD, or Mr. Blade, because I know he actually really hates that name. Anyway, JKD, they do sort of entertainment videos, and where am I going with this? So the reason I'm doing this video is because I've been inspired by another YouTuber, which is JKD, and they're actually for some reason he did 21 things, but I'm gonna get the main basics out of the way so you know that already. So favorite, wait. Anyway, any of you that have followed rugby will note Billy 12 Trees, especially that he's been in the British Lions, and I've actually had a moment, wait, no, that didn't work. Back when I was in the Wild, I actually had a really good opportunity to actually meet Billy 12 Trees. For you who don't actually know Billy 12 Trees, he actually is a really, really big rugby player. After always wanted to do him for years, I actually got, so other sort of sub-genres for that. Wait, that don't make sense. I was actually really, really glad because my actual main coursework actually went on to winning the best AS media and film, short film. Now, I did actually release a trailer for Jamina a couple of months ago, but I couldn't actually upload the real thing because it had copyrighted music in it. So what I'm actually going to do is upload and link a video for the actual video. So in this video, I'm actually going to give you a link to Jamina from Dropbox because that won't be copyrighted, and from there you can, random stranger. At the moment I'm doing my, again after college,